She arrived 10 minutes early, because walking slowly helped her calm the storm inside her chest, and because when you only have $5 in your wallet, time feels heavier than money. The restaurant was far nicer than she had imagined from the vague message her blind date had sent: white tablecloths, soft golden lights, the low hum of polite laughter, glasses clinking like a world she didn't quite belong to. She almost turned back at the door. Almost. But hunger, pride, and a tiny flicker of hope pushed her forward. She chose the smallest table near the wall, ordered water, and placed her phone face down as if it could hide her fear. $5. That was it. Enough for a tip, maybe a side dish if she was lucky. She told herself she wouldn't order anything until he arrived. Across the room, unnoticed by her, a man sat at another table, tailored suit, calm posture, eyes that carried both authority and exhaustion. He was a CEO, yes, but tonight that mattered less than the fact that he was a single father who rarely ate out, and even more rarely people watched. Yet something about the girl at the small table caught his attention. Not her looks, though she was quietly beautiful, but the way she folded her hands, the way her eyes kept darting to the menu and back, calculating, worrying. He recognized that look. He'd worn it years ago, before success, when every decision had a price tag attached to it. Minutes passed. Her phone buzzed. One message. Sorry, something came up. Can't make it. No apology emoji. No explanation. Just that. Her throat tightened. She stared at the screen longer than necessary, then locked it and slipped the phone into her bag as if hiding the disappointment could make it smaller. She inhaled, exhaled, lifted her chin. She wouldn't cry here. Not in a place like this. She signaled the waiter and asked, voice steady, almost too steady, if there was anything on the menu she could get for under $5. The waiter hesitated, then offered a side salad. She smiled and said yes. Across the room, the man noticed everything. The message. The way her shoulders sagged for half a second. The question she asked the waiter. Something in his chest shifted. When her salad arrived, she ate slowly, carefully, like she wanted to make it last. She counted bites. When the bill came, she placed the crumpled bills and coins on the tray with an apology she didn't owe anyone. That was when the waiter returned, confused, and told her the bill had already been taken care of. She froze. That must be a mistake, she said quickly. I didn't, the waiter gestured gently toward the other table. The man stood up, walked over, and smiled, not the polished smile of a CEO, but a soft, human one. No mistake, he said. I hope you don't mind. I just thought, no one should have to count bites. Embarrassment flushed her cheeks, followed by something warmer. Gratitude. Confusion. Thank you, she said, unsure what else to offer. He nodded, about to leave, when she added, I'm sorry if this is weird, but why? He paused, then shrugged lightly. Because once, someone did the same for me. And because I noticed you were brave enough to show up. That word, brave, hit her harder than pity ever could. They talked. Just a little at first. Then more. He told her about his daughter, how becoming a father had rearranged his entire definition of success. She told him about juggling 2 jobs, about saying yes to a blind date because hope is cheaper than giving up. Time stretched. The restaurant thinned out. At some point, laughter replaced awkwardness. When they finally stood to leave, he offered his card, then hesitated. No pressure, he said. Dinner sometime. Properly this time. She looked at the card, then at him. Only if I can pay for dessert, she replied, surprising herself. Outside, the night air felt lighter. She walked home with more than a full stomach. She walked with the quiet certainty that life could change in the space between one kind gesture and one honest conversation. And somewhere behind her, the single dad CEO watched her go, realizing that the most important meetings of his life would never happen in boardrooms. If this story moved you, inspired you, or reminded you that small moments can change everything, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because the next story might be the one that changes your perspective too.